And probably many people now, many young kids think, oh, yeah, I can't wait to find Hatia on a map. Or maybe it's a new breakfast cereal. Who knows? This could all go horribly wrong at any minute. Hello there, and welcome to the 193rd edition of Louis Black's Rantcast, entitled Normalizing Nonsense, which is what we got to see on display this week at that extraordinary, enlightening debate between what we thought would be two attack dogs charging into the midst like pit bulls going at each other, like a crazed cockfight, I think many expected. But no, it was a lovely kind of, as if they were sharing a hot tub together. And, they're with this kind of warmth and enthusiasm, this sense that we could get together, and really there's not much really separating us except for really everything. But if you just look over past that by and just kind of don't worry about that at all, then we're going to be just fine. And they did everything they could to pat each other on the back. And what if you're a kid out there and or an adult? One of the great takeaways was to watch. And when I'm saying, normalizing nonsense, is that what J.D. Vance really, the lesson you learn is that as long as you exude a spectacular kind of self-confidence, really just kind of that glowing sense of, I know this, and this has to be true because I'm saying it in such a perfect way, and with the glint in my eye and a smile on my face, that this is. It may be, I may be lying through my teeth, but because I have spent so much time practicing this type of delivery, I'm able to say any fucking thing I want. You're going to buy it, and you got that sense from him that yes, God, he could step right into the role of the presidency, especially from Donald Trump, who isn't even as good in a sense as doing what J.D. Vance is good at, which is just kind of making shit up and just kind of driving that bus and kind of where he's got the trailer filled with shit, and he's going to come through your town and open the doors, and ooh, it smells just great. That it's not shit. It's really like flowers. He's standing there telling us that really the problem with everything is these immigrants, and it's the price of housing is up because of them, and people are losing jobs because of them. This is because of them. This is the man who refers to the country that they're from. A lot of them, and which is his boss this week said that he was going to ban all send them all back. It was those from the Haitians. He was going to have them all banned. But our friend J.D. Vance referring to him, the country is Hatia, but it doesn't matter because he said it not during the debate, but he had mentioned it before, and probably many people now, many young kids think, oh yeah, I can't wait to find Hatia on a map. Or maybe it's a new breakfast cereal. Who knows? And I have to say, Walls didn't look good in comparison. And why they split the screen is beyond me because it is ludicrous. All right. If you're not going to have an audience, if you're not going to do that, there is no need for that. Okay. Because then it becomes about the appearance. And J.D. Vance had that kind of look, not with the mouth, but with the eyes, kind of looking up, and our friend Mr. Walls, our friend, he's certainly not my friend, but he would watch this way. He would turn his head and look, and it just and he did not look comfortable. in that position, which has looked comfortable the whole time he's with uh, Kamala Harris. He looks very comfortable with her, and I think he's very comfortable with her because I think uh, he's not used to uh, this kind of position that he's found himself in, and I think he's much more comfortable playing that second fiddle. So he had to show up as the first fiddle, and it's like when you when you played tennis or wrestling, you kind of had to wrestle off to get to the first position, and I think he just accepts that position. And JD Vance has, I think, higher ambitions, and is certainly um, kind of. They both have their own level of bullshit, but JD Vance is beyond belief. He's certainly got that kind of easy kind of way about the fact that it's don't worry about a thing, and sure, I'm looking toward the future. I'm not looking toward January 6th. I'm looking toward this big bright future. Hello, as we roll into fall, I just may be rolling your way. That's right. On the 9th and the 10th, I'm going to be in Skokie, Illinois. We've still got a few tickets there you can pick up. Great theater, nice venue, and not a bad seat in the house. Also, the 17th, 18th, and 19th, I will be in Louisville, followed by Milwaukee, followed by Madison. That's right, the 17th Louisville, the 18th Milwaukee, the 19th Madison, the Pabst Theater in Milwaukee, one of the great ones. I look forward to seeing you down the road. And they said that came off as the big thing that Walls was able to do. It was too, in a way, too little, too late. There's stuff that he could have come at in terms of what J.D. Vance has had to say. He did not do it. There were times during that debate I was going, wow, you really have to come at him. Okay, he said this, he did that. He's done this. This is your own state that you're talking about. I just felt, that you're supporting this guy who said this and that and the other, and this is what you agree with. And I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and you know enough now. You already know more than me. You've already thought about it twice as much as I have. I didn't think about it much, afterwards because I spent a lot of time. It was great. I got to see it with my pal Kathleen Madigan, and we were down on a golf break in beautiful Kiowa Island. Absolutely gorgeous down there, and I'm very, very lucky to finally get down there. It's been a while. We've tried over the course of the past couple of years to get this together, and we just happened due to a variety of circumstances, some of which you know of. And we had a great time, and we watched that debate, and we just went, okay, well, Kathleen felt that she doesn't think that the vice presidency has that much of an effect. That debate hasn't got that much of an effect on the election itself. We'll see. We will really see. But boy, she's good at golf. I'll tell you this. It's always amazing to me going on, of course, these schmucks who kind of like, oh, these women, boy, they can't golf. Well, she can golf, and she's better than all the men I golf with, really, except for a couple who are really play a lot more golf and are really kind of semi-professional in their own fashion. But I think she's as good and as fast as any male golfer in America, and really fun to watch. She calls it old man golf. I wish I played that kind of golf, and I'm an old man, so it was really a treat. And I'm lucky enough, really, to be able to do that, and that's part of the reason I'm taking. Taking this, these final few moments and doing the final tour, and going to spend a little more time doing that because I need it. I really do. My soul needs it. It's been awash in this bullshit and nonsense for quite some time, as all of us have, and I just need a break, and that really helped. And now here I am back with you, and I needed it. It was very sad. And that's why I'm wearing this. I'm mourning the loss of the Orioles. That's our state bird. I think. I'm pretty sure it's the state bird. And they just, one run they scored against Kansas City. One run. Kansas City scored three. I think they just ran out of gas. I think much like me that I've been doing, they ran out of gas. Just weren't able to pull it off. It really is. It was sad because they did have a great year. I love watching them. They are fun to watch. They've got some great ball players. I will be enraged if they let Santander go. I'm tired of watching this kind of stuff. Pay him the extra money. He has put in the time, the energy, and the effort, and you're going to let him go to another team? It's not right. He really, he had a great year, and he deserves a little extra cash for it. And I realize that we're a small market team and all of that bullshit and nonsense. But, you at least reward the guys who did the job and start giving them a percentage of the team or whatever it takes. Somebody's got to come up with a better model economically. It's just stupid. And buy some pitchers. Get some pitchers. We had some good ones. They did well at the end, but we need to really focus on that. We can't keep trying to go. If we get this guy, he used to be pretty good. Then he had some arm problems, and then he'll come on back and he'll do the job now. No, just we seem to be able to develop kind of really good offensive and defensive players. All the position players is what I'm trying to say. We seem to do that really well. I don't know about pitching. We don't seem to have that. And hopefully next year we'll be making a run again. And I'm sure we will, actually. Hoping? No, I believe we will. They were fun to watch this year. They're a pleasure to watch. Sad that they lost, but they'll be back. And so will I, rooting again. I was hoping to get to see him. And that'll be something that I'll be able to do next year when I'm taking time off, finally, from the madness of the road, which has been good. And it's getting crazier. Even finding hotels has gone nuts. I just realized as we continue, we're trying to come into towns, and it's the hotel. What they're charging is through the roof, and it makes it tougher to stay downtown with a bus, and that makes it a little rugged. I'm sure you're worried about my problems. I just thought I'd share a bit with you, but that's part of the problem. Is you just don't get to be downtown, and that was a lot of the joy of what I did, was be able to arrive in a town and wander about and take stock of it. So it was a good week all in all, and now I'm back on the road again. And I've got a few more things to discuss here, and I'd like to go on and on and on, but have things to do, people to see. There was an 8-year-old, took an SUV, an 8-year-old, this is beyond my comprehension, from her family's Ohio home and drove 10 miles to the local Target. How many times were her parents going there that she could remember the route? It's extraordinary. 10 miles. Police said they found the girl safe inside the store on a shopping spree. We didn't let her finish her frappuccino, officers said. We're not mean. Wow, I mean, we just live in a different world. A 10-year-old drives 10 miles. I just, in an SUV. I quit driving because I couldn't pay enough attention, which is just spectacular. The Surgeon General Vivek Murthy's Parents Under Pressure report found that 40% of American moms and dads report being so stressed they feel numb. That's not good. Not good at all. Explain in part, I guess, why they have to be told to lock the guns up, because they're not paying attention. They're too numb. Wow. Feeling so stressed they feel numb. Wow. I mean, it's just, we've really got to take stock here. We really do. Something is truly wrong. We have everything the world wants. And we have the best economy in the world. And I know. There is problems with it, and we'll see, who's able to solve those problems. Those problems were created by a pandemic and a variety of other problems that they created an inflationary system for us, and that is. But we still have more than anybody else, and we've got a ton of rich people. And all they got to do is help a little. But I keep asking, but nobody gives a shit. No. These people must have all the money. They must, and they shouldn't really be taxed. And that's how it used to work, folks. They were taxing people 90%, and it seemed to create a fairly large middle class, and people didn't seem to be wanting one. But what you tell people that, well, that was back then. It could be now, I believe. Both sides would sit down and figure it out. But why would that happen? Nope, it's better to think it's the fault of these. It's the immigrants. It's the fault of the rich people. It's the fault. It's the fault. It's the fault. Just sit down and figure it out, huh? Please. Okay. So parents won't feel so numb, and the children will feel better, and we won't have to make Inside Out 10, where we really get down to really tiny problems inside our heads, where we get to the 60th degrees of separation from anger, down to the little army that's behind anger. That when we finally divide it all up, I'm sorry, I'm really kind of floating away here, but it's really something that we're 23rd in the world in terms of we're the 23rd happiest country, and we have everything. We have everything, and we do have a stronger economy than anyone's economy. We do. That's the deal. I don't want to talk to you about it. I'm not arguing about it, is what I mean. Police chief of Bridgewater State University in Massachusetts confirmed news reports that he moved to Florida in 2023. Talk about working from home. He leaves because there's the chief of police, David Tillinghast, who makes $172,000, $172,419 a year, said he remains in constant communication with the university. I'm sure they're pleased about that. And I hope you're pleased, folks, with this edition of the Rantcast, the 193rd edition. It was a lot of fun this week for me, and except for the sad Orioles. It was nice to be able to enjoy it for a bit. And now I'll be back yelling and screaming. And hopefully I won't have this, whatever that is, whatever this, the final days of the final days of summer into fall are right here. And FEMA has money. So let's stop that too. FEMA has money. Yeah. I know it's tough to believe. And they need more money. But Republicans in Congress don't want to give them the money. That's what I could sit here and go on and on and on. But it's time for dinner. And it's time for you to be on your way. And it's time for you to listen to what they're yelling and screaming about out there. And I hope you enjoy it. When we head to Skokie, for those of you out there, send in your rants. And the same with Louisville and Madison and Milwaukee. Hopefully we'll do another live Ranters Do. That was a lot of fun. And I want to do another one. And I look forward to seeing you out there. And I thank you all for sending in those rants, and can't tell you how much of a privilege and a pleasure it is to spend time with you, because it truly is. I'm very lucky that you're out there, because otherwise I'd be talking to myself. From Redacted, whoever redacted his. We've been at it for 75 years. Maybe, just maybe, we know a thing or two. Huh? Typing that in all caps makes me feel a bit better already. I work for a global company whose name I won't say that makes a variety of mechanized ways to count cash and coin. ATMs, cash counters, coin sorters, and casino cash counters that are about the size of a cargo van. I service all the aforementioned equipment. I've been doing it for about 5 years. Honestly, until recently, it's been the best job of my life. So much so, I encourage family members all around the country to apply. And then came the merger. These people bought us after having done this for over 75 years, and they've changed absolutely everything despite there never having anything to do with cash counting. It's totally fucked up my life. Every part I need, I ordered two of because I can't trust that the parts will work. I'm being told how long it should take to fix a machine the size of a cargo van by people who hire others to do things as simple as hang a picture. And they've closed all our offices. So I'm expected to keep every part imaginable in a mid-sized crossover. I thought all of this was bad until recently. Now comes the third-party equipment. They've all decided that all my coworkers and I should fix time-delayed safes, cash recyclers, and other equipment that we don't even make. They give us a PowerPoint presentation that has a diagram of all the parts and their names, but there's absolutely no actual training on how to fix any of it. Now I'm having to fix time delay safes in fast food restaurants. These things are covered in grease. I'm in the middle of the kitchen where people trip on me. And then today, oh boy, today, I'm fixing one of these time delayed safes, and it's infested with cockroaches. This is the last straw. I'm done. This has gone from my favorite job in my life to insanity. It truly is sad. Thanks, Lewis. I feel a little bit better now, and I hope redacted that they straighten things out, or you find something that makes you as happy as that job. It's just the same thing happened. We had a bus, and then the company, they paid so much money to the company that I was with that was doing a great job with the bus company. That we leased it from. They did great work. Hardly any problems, never much. And if there was a problem, right on it. Never a worry. And they sold it to somebody who's going to make money off of leasing buses to people. And these people have no idea of what they're doing. It's the story of it's, when they talk about it, that's one of the stories they'll be telling of America. Idiots at work. From Keith Reiley, yet again, another product I'll just read it. Do not open until International Cabernet Sauvignon Day. This takes the cake, Lewis. It really does. Yes, I know about the fragrance for your dog that you can buy for $108. But now you can buy a butthole candle. Yes, you read this right, Lewis. A butthole candle for only $22 at Amazon. You can buy a lovely candle that smells like shit. I remember riding around in a car with my fellow miscreants back when I was a young whippersnapper. Someone would suddenly inquire, who farted? And we would all declare, not me, not me, no, not me. Too bad there weren't any butthole candles back in the day, Lewis. Whenever someone presented a bit of flatulence to the group, there would be no need to ask who farted. Everyone would think it was the butthole candle. Except that is the actual guy who did fart. He would know. Yes, he would, Lewis. Yes, he would. I enjoyed participating in the great cornhole discussion a month ago. When I wrote to you about it, I told you that my birthday is the same as yours, August 30th, and that I would be sending you a birthday greeting. So here's my birthday greeting, Lewis. No, I won't be sending you a butthole candle for your bus. No, I'm sure your comrades aboard must wonder who farted often enough to warrant one. Buy your own. Only $22 on Amazon. Happy birthday. Happy International Cabernet Sauvignon Day to you, Louis, from Keith Reiley in San Francisco. Thank you, Keith. Thank you for informing me of something that really shouldn't be out there in the marketplace, but God knows. Well, I mean, it's amazing what people will sell, and it's amazing what people will buy. Happy birthday. Cynthia Castro wants to yell about someone that a lot of people continue to yell about. And that if you don't want to yell about this person, write me something in which you yell for this person. Because, that's what I get. This is the folks who write in or the folks who have trouble with him. Thank you, Cynthia. Uh, I feel like an alien on this planet. Our politics scare the hell out of me. What the fuck have we come to when a convicted felon and liar is able to run for the office of the presidency of the United States? I saw a sign at a local rally that said, yes, I'm voting for a convicted felon. Morons. Either he actually believes his fucking lies or he realizes that anything he says, these fucking morons believe. Let's just look at COVID. It's my body, and you can't make me get a vaccine. It's my body. Don't tell me I have to wear a mask. And then it's not your body when it comes to the issue of abortion. This would be like telling men after they've had 2 children, you need to get a vasectomy. I can't comprehend what these fucking people see in them, in him. They are all American and should not be loyal to one fucking screw up of a man, but loyal to their country. When you put your loyalty into one man, that's how Hitler fucked up Europe. I saw a video of 2 men talking. One was talking to the other in a foreign language. The other guy only spoke English. He said to the man, you are in America, so speak English or go back where you came from. The second guy replied, I was speaking Native American. You need to go back to your country. Beautiful. We're all immigrants, if you think about it. They need to do immigration right. Only allow so many to enter per day and have the staff to process them. Waiting years for a judge and a hearing is fucking ridiculous. I feel better to get all this fucking craziness off my chest. But it doesn't change a thing. In closing, no more old fucking white men for president. They are so out of touch with today's reality. If any country is looking for a great mob boss or dictator, America has just what they need. Pack your fucking bags, Trump. You're needed somewhere else. Cynthia Castro. And then, of course, if Donald was reading this, he'd say, oh, I know who she's related to. I know which Castro you're related to. Unbelievable. Thank you, Cynthia. And we'll end on this one today from Joe Badazuski. This one is an argument for common sense. Someone please fucking tell me why cities and towns plant trees under power lines. My town does this all the time. We have power lines on one side of the street above ground. 5 years ago, every house on our street and in the neighborhood had a new tree planted under these power lines in the front yard. Those trees now reach the lines above, causing many issues. That is interesting because I'm sure the high-ranking officials know these trees have to be trimmed. Well, we all know that doesn't happen. Oh my God, Buffalo and surrounding areas get wind and snow. No way, huh? Trees fall, and unlike the forest, these do make a sound. The sound of power lines being fucking ripped down from poles and homes because of falling branches and yes, fucking falling trees. Now we go days without power in the winter because of this act of Mother Nature, not the act of stupidity planting fucking trees under fucking power lines. God, I can't make this shit up. Talk about saving the world and cause a fucking disaster. Jesus Christ. I haven't even gotten to the beautiful colors and those colorful leaves falling in the autumn to plug the street sewer intakes and causing flooding. Yes, just enough water to hold a street boat race or floating parade. It's just so fucking good to know my tax dollars are used to plant trees that cause power outages and flooding, which help the city officials raise my tax dollars to cover the expenses of repair and cleanup. All those damages and increased taxes could have been avoided if the city officials just brought big fucking umbrellas to replace the fucking trees. Well, then all our officials would have to worry about is that Mary fucking Poppins bitch coming by and stealing those umbrellas. Common fucking sense, my ass. We get a lot of them about common sense, and you have certainly added to the list of that, Joe, and it's deeply appreciated by me. And I'm sure by many out there who are now looking at those trees that are all over the United States, just above those power lines going, fuck, thanks, Joe. Now I don't have to yell about it. That's Joe Badazuski from Buffalo, New York. Thanks to all of you for listening to my Rantcast. If you have a rant you want to get off your chest, send it in to me at lewisblack.com/live. You can think of it as therapy, or whatever you want to think of it as. Just let it rip. And I want to thank the true stars of our show, the ranters, and the splendid rants they gave us. Lewis Black's Rantcast was created and hosted by me, Lewis Black. Our live rant audio was produced by James Salter. Our theme song by Chris Lane. Executive producer, Ben Brewer. Executive producers, Matt Kleinschmidt and Robert Kelly.